I'm Jill Nicholas of the Potter's Wheel at Blakemay Craft Centre, and on behalf of craftexpert.co.uk I'm going to demonstrate making a plate on the Potter's Wheel. The first thing we're going to do is centre the clay. This gets rid of any irregularities in the clay, any unevenness, and gets it centred, ready for making the plate. If you start off with an uncentered piece of clay, you will end up with an uncentered pot, and it will probably end up with one side larger than the other, or with a plate it will have one side bulging out further than the other. I'm going to slow the wheel down. What I'm going to do now is start to press down with a fist in the centre of the clay. So instead of making a hole and opening it up, the clay just gets pressed down. Now be careful when you're doing this not to push this end down and trap air underneath. Otherwise you'll end up with bubbles underneath your pot, underneath the plate. So taking it out to the side. Less and less pressure as you go out, leaving a little bit of clay for the rim at the side. Get a bit of water on there so it slips a bit easier. The other thing to remember when you're making plates is really compact this middle bit. Otherwise those S-shaped cracks after firing will keep appearing. So really make sure that's pressed down. Clean off the inside of the plate using the potter's rib. So as with a vase or a mug shape, you would skim the outside. On this one, you skim the inside. And with this tool, a round potter's rib, you can start to do the edges, supporting the outside as you go around. Clean off around the edge. Clean off underneath a little bit. Don't worry too much about how thick the plate is at the sides, because that does need to be turned down. If you try and take out too much at the moment, the edge of the plate will just flatten down and look a mess. So with plates you do a little bit more turning than other things. So that's the actual throwing done. We'll take it off now. Now with plates you do need to throw on the bat, because it's almost impossible to lift a plate off the wheel without distorting it. So you just wire through the plate, take the whole thing off with the bat. I have a bat with a wheel with notches on, like so, and you can take that, leave it to dry, and then maybe later on today or the next day wire through it again just to make sure that it is loosened from the bat so it can contract.